My name is Natalie Prez, and I have an interview with guitarist Wolf Hoffmann on August 29th, 2012. How amazing do you think 2012 has been for you as a band so far?
Oh, it's been tremendous. We've just had a little break over the summer, but in the spring, in April, we released our new album, Stalingrad. We've had a tremendous tour all over Europe, and it's got fantastic reviews, so we're very happy and can't wait to kick off this latest American tour now.
Cool.
So getting ready to do just that.
Great. How does it feel for you to have 13 albums under your belt as a band?
You know, sometimes I have to pinch myself because I don't really, it doesn't feel like it. Honestly, sometimes I'm surprised how many albums we actually have. It's bizarre. It's not ever much on my mind. That, for instance, I don't listen much to our own music very often unless unless I have to, because we're rehearsing new material. Then I sometimes go back to these old songs and rediscover them, and almost it feels like somebody else has written them. But yeah, we have done a lot over the years, definitely.
You will be a part of a co-headlining tour with Creator and some other bands that's coming up, as you mentioned earlier. If you could think of one thing you would like to accomplish the most throughout this tour, what would it be?
Just to reconnect with the fans, basically. I mean, this is not our first tour, and it won't be our last, but it's definitely the first time that we are on the road with Creator. I think it's a unique package for two German bands to tour together like that. We've never really done a U.S. tour with another German band. That's definitely a first. I think it's going to be very, very cool to actually finally do this with a fellow German band.
Cool.
And Creator are sort of a legend in their own own right. They have been on the road and on the market for many, many years, almost as long as Accept has. But interestingly enough, they're sort of the generation of bands that came after Accept. We got started in the late 70s, and we were very early on the scene when the wave of British metal happened, or maybe the German element of that movement, so in the early 80s. And Creator sort of came up, I believe, in the mid-80s when they got their start. So we were there a little bit before them, but at the same time, they've been around a long, long time, so we're very fortunate to go on road with them, and I think it's going to be a very strong package.
Great. Sounds pretty exciting.
Yeah. Creator are a little more of the thrash, on the thrash side of things, a little more aggressive kind of stuff than we do, but I think it's going to be a very interesting package between us and them.
Great. What have you done to prepare yourselves for this tour?
The same we always do. We get ready, we learn the songs, and we get mentally make ourselves strong for this huge endeavor, and we are very excited to finally hit the road in about a week. So everything is in place, the whole machinery starts rolling, the trucks are packed, the tour buses are rolling, so we're ready to go.
Great. How easy is it to keep the motivation going on a daily basis for you guys?
It's very easy because you got an audience that's waiting for you. It's saying is always the show must go on, and that is true because nobody's really we're all in this for the fans, and we love it, and so there's your motivation. It doesn't feel like it's a job or anything. It always feels like we're very fortunate to be able to do this and have people who respect what we're doing and who are excited that we're coming. So that's a very, very unique and an awesome situation to have.
Once the tour is, over with, what do you have planned afterwards? Anything?
This is going to be just part of the tour. The first U.S. tour is going to last for about 5 weeks. The part with Creator. After that, we're going to do our own shows. A few more shows in the U.S. Then we're going to head off to Europe for about a month and a half. And then after that, we're going to Asia and Japan and all the way into Australia. So the whole tour is going to bring us right up to Christmas. So we're going to be really putting on the miles, and it's going to be a pretty exciting next few months.
Great.
Lots of frequent flyer miles and lots of travel days here ahead of us.
Cool. Is there any song that when you play it live that it really gets you pumping and your adrenaline just kicks in and you're all hyper and excited about it?
Oh man, there's so many of them. There's some great classic Accept songs that we've played for years and years, and they still get me excited, like Back to the Start and Balls to the Wall. And, you know, there's some great stuff on Blood of the Nations, like Pandemic is one of my favorites to play. But, you know, obviously, usually the newer the song, the more excited you get because it's fresh and you haven't played it that much. But, I mean, in our case, it's really seamless from old to new. They're all so close to one another that you can hardly sometimes tell which is old and which is new, which to me is a great sign, because we try to write stuff that's totally along the lines of the old school stuff that we've written 20 years ago.
When it does come to performing each and every night, does the time just stand still for you guys, or does it just fly by?
It flies by. Sometimes you wake up and the show is over. I mean, it's amazing. There's never, I mean, it always sounds like a lot, 2 hours on stage, but man, the time really flies. Before you know it, sometimes it's over. What
is one special effect or stage prop that you would want to use or see during your shows?
Whatever we really want, we use. I mean, there's really nothing that we want and can't have. I remember back in the day, we had pyros and all this kind of stuff, but I think nowadays it's more about the performance, and people really want to really focus more on the musicianship and the band. I think sometimes too much of a production stuff can be a distraction.
What has been the biggest banner that your band has had on any of your tours when it comes to size?
I have no idea.
All right. And lastly, is there anything else you want to add or say to the fans?
Yeah, man, it's a great honor to be on stage or to be on tour again, and it's really fun to be reconnecting with the fans yet again. And I think Accept has an awesome time lately, and I think we're better than we've ever been. So I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody at these shows in LA and Anaheim. So I think it's going to be awesome. We're going to play a lot of brand new stuff. Very excited about it.